Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Second take of this. I was just kind of rambling too much in the last one, so we're gonna get right to it. All right. First of all, gotta show you my threads. This is my newest jersey from FansIdea.com. People have asked where do you get these jerseys, like the Delaware Thunder jersey. Had it made by FansIdea.com. Fantastic, fantastic. It is. These are for fans to wear for display. They're not. Don't go out and out on the ice and play a beer league game in these. Probably not going to last. But as far as the quality for just everyday wear, just out and about, they're fantastic, and I think they look great. This is the Family Shield, the Ryan Family Shield from Ireland, and yeah. So here we go. All right, today, very simple. Speaking of jerseys and logos, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to rate things today. And yes, this is my subjective take on things. So, don't get too bent out of shape. There's nothing scientific about this. This is just a fun little thing. You can comment down below. Please do participate. Let me know who you think are the best looking logos and jerseys. We're going to start with logos. All right. And I'm just going to put these up there. Yes, I know it's a small magnet for big boards, but there you go. Okay, Zydeco. The name is great. I think Barry Soskin missed an opportunity, though, when he designed the logo and the jerseys. You have the Z, standout Z. You have your red stick. For those of you who don't know French, that's what Baton Rouge means, red stick. So, yeah. But other than that, there's not really anything to it. It's very basic. All right, number 14, and yeah. The new logo. I'll say this about the Watertown Wolves logo. I love the way it's drawn, kind of depicting a crouching wolf ready to attack, very aggressive. I like that. I like the side profile as opposed to the straight on. It's just too much red. If it was a little red, it's okay. But I mean, this looks like he got attacked by a bottle of ketchup. It's just too much red. Sorry, but that's my opinion. All right. Again, these are opinion. Okay. Monroe Moccasins number 13. I love the concept. The logo itself is fine. Just the use of colors, I don't think is very good. If it was more indicative of the old moccasins from the WPHL 20 some years ago, I think it would look a lot better. The red eyes just blend in too much with the grays and the browns and the blacks. And you kind of, from a distance, like you're watching on video right now, you can't really see, well, what is that? It doesn't visually age well. Okay, number 12. Yeah, I'm going to get some flack over this, but Columbus went from what I feel was the best logo by far in the Fed, and maybe even one of the best logos in all of minor league hockey, to C. Not just a C that is a copycat of the Cleveland Monsters from the AHL. The slash is another thing. The slash is overused. Too many slashes. Too many teams with slash. Yeah, I don't know why they changed. I wish they didn't, because the dragon head, especially in the form of the C with the tail, that was fantastic. Again, my opinion, best looking logo. And that. All right, number 11. We're sticking with slashes. The Bobcats, I love their use of yellow on blue. Good contrasting colors. The Bobcats word font just makes it too busy. If this logo was just the Bobcat holding the stick, I would like it a lot more. I would rate it a lot higher up. Nothing wrong with that. And again, you slash. Too much, uh, too many teams with the slash. But, I mean, the basic idea is great. Number 10, and I'm going to have a caveat here. This logo, in and of itself, for Indiana, I think is great. Very original, very unique, very dynamic, and yeah, it makes a big statement. Unfortunately, the team decided to go with the dollar sign. The S with the sword in it. It's a dollar sign, and that really disappointed me. I felt like if they had we're going to talk about the uniforms in a bit. If they had their current uniforms with this logo on it, it would be one of my favorites in the league. Yeah, I know it's a lot. It's a lot of detail, but it makes such a powerful statement. And I know that the organization worked long and hard on this logo. And I wish they had rewarded themselves for all their hard work by using this one. But anyway, okay, number 9. Topeka. I don't dislike this at all. It's just a lot of detail. If you zoom in your camera, expand it and really look at it, there is so much detail in this. It's not something that like an 8-year-old kid in school is going to draw, at least not very well. It's not going to really be representative of the team. It's just so detailed. I love the use of the Topeka Scarecrow's semicircle to round out the logo. I love circular logos. And so that helps kind of compact it a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it's good. I don't hate it. It's just, it's very detailed. Number 8, Biloxi Breakers. Love the use of the colors. In my opinion, the best color combination for sports franchises is black, royal blue, and white. And Biloxi has that. They have the nice circular logo, just simple white on black, a little bit of teal on the outside, just to kind of give it a little flair. The Trump hair, yeah. Everybody's calling it the Trump hair. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Again, I think it's fantastic use of colors. So, number 7, Biggins and Black Bears. It's one of those logos that it's just kind of there. I love the use of the bear coming into the negative space, but with that pose, I always thought, is it climbing out of a dumpster? I love the black and green. Black and green is a great color combo, in my opinion. I think more teams should use it. But yeah, I think their bear head logo is more attractive. But this is their primary logo. They still wear the jersey with B. Number 6. All right, Port Huron Prowlers. This is one of the most creative logos, in my opinion. One of the most creative logos in the league. You got your ferocious cat with the prowlers forming the teeth. I really like that. The use of red and yellow highlights, as it originally was. Originally, the Prowlers' predominant colors were black and red. Always looks great together. Then they added the grays and the yellows just to kind of make it pop a little bit more. Of course, the yellow led to the Ronald McDonald jerseys, which I'm so glad are gone. I'm sorry, Prowlers fans. I think your black jerseys are fantastic. I love your road jerseys. We'll talk more about jerseys later. The yellow, no, too much yellow. But yeah, I love just the creativity of this. All right, number 5. And this is just classic, in my opinion. Nothing fancy. It's bold. It's simple. Not complicated. Love the word mark. The font for the word mark for the Thunderbirds. The little highlights in white. And again, as you can see, black, white, and red. Very good combos. And of course, we'll talk more about the jerseys later, but I think the logo itself it's kind of like Montreal Canadiens thing. It's not the most thrilling, dynamic thing, but it's very classic. All right, number 4 is Danbury Hat Tricks, if I can get that. All right. And the logo is just so clever. It's so simple and yet clever. Yeah, you're building upon Hat City, Danbury, biggest producer of hats in the world for many, many years. And so, yeah, they wanted to capitalize that. Hey, hat tricks, hockey, hat, trick, rabbit, pull a rabbit out of the hat. Great concept. And the way it kind of swooshes in, really like that. All right, number 3. I'm going to use their actual logo. PD Ice Cats. I think it's really nice, the homage that they paid to the Pride, the PD Pride, the ECHL team for a long time. The red is a bit distracting, yes, but the logo is very fierce. It's very aggressive. The hockey puck in the mouth. I really like the overall design, and we'll talk more about them in the jerseys. Number 2, yeah. No, this is just a fun logo. The Athens Rock Lobsters. The name is fun. The logo is fun. The shades and the denim jacket. And, unfortunately, the guitar with the hockey stick neck, that's a bit of a ripoff. But the concept is really good, and I like it. It's nice and compact. It's not this huge, gigantic logo. It's nice and it's nice and tight. And of course, red, white, and blue, great color combination. So yeah, that leaves for the logos. It's iconic. What can you say? Motor City, best logo in the league. Just little details like the state of Michigan on the headband. They pay homage to the reputation in Detroit, in the Detroit metro area, for music, Motown, and so Music City Rockers. And of course, they had the original guitar with the hockey stick neck. So you wonder where that idea came from. But yeah, I think it's cool. Even the fact that he's wearing hockey gloves, and playing. I think it's so cool. And the color combination is great too. All right, so let's go to jerseys. All right. And this is going to be in a different order. Number 15 is going to be Watertown, just because they're incomplete. We haven't seen the jerseys yet. We don't know what they look like. How are they going to incorporate the W shield? Are they going to incorporate the word mark in any way, shape, or form? We don't know. So I'm just putting them at 15. That doesn't mean, that's a bad thing. We don't know what they look like. All right, number 14, and we're going to use this. All right, we're going to go with Topeka. The logo is good. It's such a detailed logo, and then you just have such an overly simplistic jersey, just plain black or just plain white with a couple orange stripes. I feel like that was a missed opportunity. I feel like they could have done so much more with this. Okay. Number 13, we are sticking with the Monroe moccasins. And again, it's mainly because the blend of colors, I don't think the color choices were very good. My apologies to the design team from Monroe. I know you're looking for something that was very different. It is different. When you wear the chrome domes, I think that really is stand out, especially with the away jerseys. That's more based on just the chrome and then the logo. But the home jerseys, the combination of maroon and black and gold, you need more white in there to create more separation. The original green, yellow, white, and brown was fantastic. I wish they had kept that. Number 12, even though it's my lowest ranked logo, I think what Baton Rouge did with their jerseys, excuse me, is fantastic. The use of the dark navy with the with adding a little bit of red and a little bit of teal. They could have gone with a lighter blue color. As a matter of fact, originally they were going to, and they decided to stick with a darker color, and that makes the logo pop out a little bit more. I think it's a nice looking jersey. The cityscape down on the tail, really nice. Really like that. Number 12 is the PD Ice Cats. The striping on the road jerseys, I really like that angled striping, and I like the flying lion. I like that. The lion head logo, it just doesn't look good on against black. Against white, it looks really great. Eric A. Powell, he and I have talked a little bit about like him doing graphic design. If you set that lion head logo against either teal or white, looks fantastic. Fantastic. I think I think it's the black. It's even though the red is a little distracting, the black just everything, it just swallows everything up. That's my take. All right, number 11. Going with the Blue Ridge Bobcats. Now, I'll say this: their white jerseys so much better than last year's white jerseys with the "Be Right Back." The Blue Ridge, the font, that really looks sharp. I like the font for their numbers. This blue, this should be their home jersey. It should not be their alternative. I am not a fan of gray as a home jersey, and the blue stripe kind of gets it swallows up the logo in the gray, whereas against a white stripe here, the logo stands out a lot more. This Blue Ridge Bobcats, this needs to be your home uni. Get rid of the gray, please. If it were blue, much higher up. I really like that blue. All right, number 10, and I only got a side angle. I was looking for the best possible pictures. Carolina Thunderbirds is kind of more of a side profile than anything else. The logo stands out really good, especially against the black or the white. The red, the logo gets lost a little bit. The only thing I really don't like about the white, and this, I kind of soured on this over time. At first, I thought it was nice, but the black shoulder yoke on the white jerseys, and the numbers up there on the shoulder yoke rather than on the sleeve, not a fan of that. But the black, very simple, very basic, very, yeah. Again, there you go. It's the exact same striping on the Carolina jersey, and down here too, which that really stands out really nice. I think they could have done more. All right, number 9. All right, dollar signs. The Sentinels. I love the use of the stars. That is a fantastic touch. And also the darker blue, well, actually, I'm not sure if it's dark blue or black on the shoulders and down the sleeves. That's very reminiscent of the Atlanta Thrashers jersey with the yellow piping, and then the contrasting blue on the shoulders and down the sleeves. I think that's really smart, really nice. Really makes the number font stand out. Of course, your colors for Indiana are navy and yellow. Yeah, it just needs this logo. It needs it. Number 8, I think. Right? Did I lose count? No. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, no, number 7. I'm sorry. All right, so I miscounted there. All right, we're going with showing Maptesian here um, in the Columbus. Again, if they had that old logo back, this would be fantastic because you're not overusing the teal. The teal just as the striping to contrast with the red is nice, but now you got it on the logo as well, rather than just your dragon head. I'm not a fan of the squared off shoulder yoke in the black. I don't have a problem with the black. The color usage, I don't have a problem with. It's I don't know. It's just strange. That is the one critique that I have about this one. Is just shoulder yoke. It just stops. And I kind of feel like that's what you get to with the Columbus River Dragons. Okay, so we're at number 6. And here is a picture from the locker room. White jersey with the B and the black stripe. Very clean looking. Very reminiscent of the Canadians with the striping behind the C. This is the primary jersey in the middle. It's okay. Yeah, it's not bad. Again, I like the green and the black combination. I'm so glad that they got rid of the slashes, the green slash marks on the shoulder yokes. I did not like that, but this last year they got rid of that. And then there's the Bearhead logo, which I really think stands out a little bit more. But this is their primary logo. The middle jersey is their primary jersey. All right, number 5. Port Huron. That's just a smart looking jersey. Both the home and the road. I love the alternate logo on the road jersey, the circular Port Huron Prowlers and the PH as the teeth, with the red striping behind, a little bit of yellow. There's more yellow on Nucianen's helmet than there is on the jersey. Just a little hint of yellow, and it just enough to make it pop. And black and red. What a great combo. I love the use of the jagged white piping as well on the shoulder yoke and on down along the sleeves and on the base. Really, really nice. Number 4. Okay. Again, it's simple. It's direct. It's a nice looking jersey. The black with a rabbit head, the white with a rabbit head, the contrast between black, white, and orange. It's a little bit of orange. A little bit of orange, in my mind, is good. You can use it as an accenting point, but when that's too much orange, way too much orange. And I'm not a fan of the diagonal word marks. I know they're very close to New York City, so they're kind of paying homage to the Rangers with the word mark. But I like this a lot. I like this a lot. The logo just stands out so much. Really, really nice. Number 3. Okay, for uniforms, they're down a little bit from just the logo, and I apologize for the reflection. The purple with the rocker, the white with the rocker. Wasn't a big fan of the black Motor City jersey, the word mark jersey. Again, we just talked about that. But the use of the colors is really, really nice. And I love the fact that they put so much detail, so much highlight in the numbers, which you really can't see here. But with the piping, you have, like on the white, you have 4 outlined in white piping and then re-outlined in purple. And that just really makes it really, really dynamic. Love that. And the same thing with the purple jersey. You have the white number, purple, white. Fantastic look. All right, number 2, and I mentioned the color combinations. These are, despite the Trump hair, these are sharp looking jerseys. Really, really sharp. The black, I love the traditional striping. And then the blue and the white, the black shoulder yoke, that just really makes it pop. I like the usage of the colors, just a little tiny hint of the powder blue to kind of make the Royals stand out a little bit more. And you have that powder blue in the on the outside of the circle. It's just a fantastic looking jersey. If I were able to purchase an actual Fed jersey this year, I will be buying the black Biloxi myself. And then finally, I think they just did a fantastic job. Again, fun, creative logo. The word mark isn't dominant. It complements the logo well. The use of the circle with the 5 spotlights around the logo to kind of tie everything together. Great. I love that. Very reminiscent. This is very reminiscent of the alternate Columbus Blue Jackets jersey from a few years ago, just in how they did the striping and the color combination. Love the use of the claw on the shoulder yokes on all of their jerseys. The little bit of teal that's in there, just a little bit. That is fantastic. Fantastic usage. Love it. So that's my favorite jersey with the Athens Rock Lobsters there. But anyway, so there we go. This was just something fun to do. Just something to relax with and have fun with. Again, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Who do you really like? Who do you not really like? Let me know. Make sure to follow me on Facebook, please. Most important place to keep in touch with the Fed League Flash. That's where all the news gets printed as it happens. Then we talk about it here on video. Also, make sure you're following me on Flash Audio Network as well. The links are on my Facebook page. And please make sure that you're subscribed here. Thank you to all of you who are following me. It's 3,700 plus now. It's going on 3,800. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We'll be back on Tuesday with our news and notes video, and we'll get you caught up on what's going on behind the scenes, some of the amazing trades that have been happening, some of the signings, a lot of big signings this last week. So tune in for that. All right, thanks, guys. We will talk to you soon. Hope you enjoyed this. I'm Gary Ryan for the Fed League Flash.